They're using this money now and this time. They are preparing themselves for the fundamental transformation of this country. You want something to pass? Don't worry about it. We'll just jam it in the next stimulus package. Congress has been circumvented. They're becoming irrelevant more and more every day. The fundamental transformation of America, or the restoration of America. See, when TARP first came out, that's what I was for. Use the money to help people just grab their stuff, prepare. Let them wake up enough so they know what we're heading towards, so we can restore it. They're using it to fundamentally transform. I can't say it enough. Please prepare. Use this time wisely. While they argue over which jobs were saved and who saved them and what's going on, and they look for Elvis sightings, save your money. Get out of debt if you can. When the store is doing 2 for 1, grab that second box of macaroni and cheese and put it in a fruit cellar. You remember what our grandparents did? Can you even can food or mend clothes? Most importantly, educate yourself. Know history. Know the Constitution, please. The 5,000-year leap, and this book should be in every home in America. Please. Now, if I'm wrong, and I hope I am, no big deal. Preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. When did that become a bad idea in America? When did thrift become a bad idea? Ben Franklin would be proud if we would talk about thrift again. I have to tell you, no matter what the president tells you, I beg that you consider that the worst is not behind us, that the worst has only just begun. There are a couple of things that were in the news in the last 24 hours that I want to show you. First of all was China. Data has just been released that shows that foreign purchases of U.S. Treasuries fell in December, the largest on record. Remember, China is our bank. This is where we get all of our money. When we have to, it's not like you have a 30-year loan on all of this debt. You've got it 3 months, 6 months, 2 years, 10 years. I told you 6 months ago that China would start dumping their debt or at least stop buying it. Experts said, no, they'll never do that. That's not in their interest. I said they will. Slowly but surely they're going to get without waking people up. Well, now they're getting rid of it. $34.2 billion. They now hold $755.4 billion of our debt. Japan also cut $11.5 billion in treasuries. Okay? They're now, actually, China used to be the largest, but now Japan is the largest owner of our debt with $768.8 billion. Now, so Japan is the largest bank? No. No, the largest bank that we have, the largest holder of our debt, you ready for this? $5.1 trillion. Who owns it? The Fed. That's who we really owe our, that's who we're slaves to. It's not Japan, it's not China, it's the Fed. And by the way, just so you can understand this, this is you selling your debt to this pocket. I'm really broke. Don't worry, I have money. Okay, we'll switch. It doesn't work. Now here's another story you have to pay attention to, and it is Greece. We talked about it last week. Economists are now saying that the U.S. is actually in worse shape than Greece is. Let me come over here. Let me show you what's happening over in Greece. Show some pictures over here. There are riots in the streets. There are protests. They're burning cars in the streets. Unions are all up in arms. They're bankrupt. Overall debt was 113.4% of GDP. Let's see if we have this right. In Greece, they have out-of-control debt and deficits, no slowdown in government spending or hiring. Gee, where have I heard that before? The EU just punished Greece by stripping them of their right to vote at critical meetings next month. This is the cradle of democracy. What it means is Greece no longer has any sovereignty in the EU. California, you better pay attention. What's happening over there is coming over here. All you have to do is look across the Atlantic. You'll see our future. We're doing the same things. Great Britain is a great example. You see, they're now dealing with unexpected inflation. How could it be unexpected? They were borrowing, spending, and printing. Oh, no, but that's Great Britain. It'll never happen here. Really? Let's just follow the breadcrumbs here on Great Britain. They socialized their medicine. They became a socialist light kind of country. We followed their lead on that one. They pushed risky mortgages to their citizens. We followed their lead on that. They led us. It wasn't the other way around. They finally had to take over the banks. We followed their lead on that one with TARP. They printed more money. Oh, yeah, we followed their lead. Watch this. Let me show up here. We're talking about printing money. See this? This is our monetary base. This is how much money. At the end of this chart is 1922. It starts to go up right when we got off the gold standard in 1922, right around here. This is Clinton up here. This is George W. Bush, where it kind of levels off, but still going up. And this is TARP. This is the Obama era right here. They have inflation over in Great Britain because, you know, they printed too much money. That's our printing press. Guess who also is going to be following that one? Please remember your grandparents' fruit cellar. Again. Use the time wisely. I was for TARP initially because we could buy more time and wake people up. We could get people to prepare. But even this monologue tonight, people will tell you, well, don't listen. Listen to what he's saying. The president said we just avoided a Great Depression. Tell me how we avoided it. We haven't avoided it. We haven't paid the price for our standard of living yet. It's coming, America. Please, please, protect what you have. You know, that way we'll at least have some things left over to restart the engine after it stalls. It's going to stall. But we're America. Don't worry about it. We'll make it. We'll make it. Nobody has to teach us how to be charitable. Nobody has to teach us how to work hard. Nobody has to teach us how to use common sense. That engine stalled up here in most Americans for a long time ago. Restart the common sense engine. And don't tell me that the politicians don't know. Because they are. They're using this time wisely. I haven't heard anybody say this on TV yet, so I'm going to. Evan Bayh and Patrick Kennedy. Why do you think they're out? Why do you think these two guys went out? Bayh had a 20-point lead. He got out because he knows what's coming. Obama is doing to the Democratic Party what is happening to our economy, which both parties have done to our economy. Bayh is getting out now, so there is something left of his reputation when it all implodes. There'll be someone left standing to restart it. Put yourself in a self-reliant situation. We will, as Americans, weather the storm if we hold together. We stop listening to the fringes, and we stop yelling at each other about party nonsense. We're not going to just survive. If you put yourself in a self-reliant situation, you will do more than survive, you will thrive, and you will lead. Because deep down inside, and maybe most of us have forgotten, we are Americans. We're the ones that come in at the end. We're the ones that always arrive at the end of the movie. When all the chips are down and the game is about loss, everyone's like, there's no hope left. That's when we're at our best. Prepare, just on the off chance that maybe the stimulus package in the second phase or the fourth phase or fifth just doesn't work out like they planned. We'll be back in a minute. Okay. I showed you this chart yesterday, and I said, you know, this is you kind of in the middle. The vast majority of people are in the middle. Conservatives are over here, progressives are over here, and the fringe elements, the birthers and the 9/11 truthers are on this side with the progressives, and the birthers and the 9/11 truthers are over here with the conservatives as well. But there was also something else over here. In fact, let me just flip this. Let me flip this over if I can and show you what the, is it on this side, Aaron? To show you what's on the other side here. Because it's not really right. I was thinking about it last night, and it's really not a straight line like that. It's more of a circle, okay? Here are the total government people, right here. They meet here. You've got the progressives over here, and you've got the anarchists, and I don't even know, fascists, you know, the people who are hiding in the hills with their Nazi sign. I don't even know who those people are. But here they are. They're here. on the left and the right, the crazy people that don't really like America. Got it? In this group, you have communists like Van Jones. You have, he's a 9/11 truther. You have Medina. Now, I don't think she's not a communist. She's not an anarchist. She's really more of a this is a woman that is running for Texas governor. But she is a 9/11 truther, or at least thinks that there's some good questions that haven't been answered. I agree with you, but one of them is not, did George Bush blow up the World Trade Center? Here's Alan Keyes. He's a birther. This guy, what is this guy's name again? He's a Democrat. He's one of the original birthers. What's his name? Philip Berg. He's a Democrat. He was the first birther, or one of the first ones.